because I know everybody else loud as they fucking can for badass motherfucking Nikki fucking Sixx.
So we're going to take a second and we're going to talk. I don't know about you, but when I'm talking to people, I like to see their eyes. So maybe we can just turn the lights up for a second. I want to see how many people are in here. There you go. You guys having a good time? So I thought maybe we could take a second and we could all sit down together. You guys sit down and I'll sit down. I want to give you guys a little bit of a history lesson on Mötley Crüe. Go on, you can sit down, you can do it. That guy's so stoned right there, he can't even find his chair. Okay, so I guess what I want to do is just give you a little bit of a background on why you guys are here tonight and why we're here. And it all starts with a decision. I believe that everything in your life starts with a decision. And throughout my life, people have come up to me and they've said, whatever it was, they would say, you know, Nikki, everything happens for a reason. You know, I've always thought, that's fucking bullshit. Things happen in your life because you decide to do something about your fucking life and make a fucking decision. Am I right? So we want to go back to December of 1980. I was a struggling musician in Los Angeles, California, and I wasn't really that different than a lot of musicians in Los Angeles, except for the fact that I came from Jerome, Idaho, population 4,000 fucking people, and all I ever wanted to do was be in a band. So I made a decision to get on a Greyhound bus and go to Los Angeles, and I finally was in a fucking rock and roll band. Except that band was not Mötley Crüe. And one day at band rehearsal, I have no idea why I did this. I looked over at the guys in my band and I said, I'm sorry guys, but I quit the band. I made a decision to quit the band, and they didn't understand why. And at the time, to be honest with you, I was thinking to myself, you know, Nikki, that's probably a bad decision, you know, because I didn't have a car, I didn't have any money, and now I didn't even have a fucking rock and roll band. And then it just popped into my fucking brain out of nowhere. I thought to myself, fuck. There has to be 3 other guys in this city that wants to reach down and grab the fucking balls of the music industry and rip those fucking things off, you know? Maybe make some fucking rock and roll history. But I didn't know their names, I didn't know what they looked like, and I didn't even know if they existed. And on a Thursday night, for no apparent fucking reason, I hitched a ride to Hollywood, California, Santa Monica Boulevard, to a club called the Starwood, and I walked through the back door, and as we are here together, I can picture it still to this day. On his drums, he was 17 years old. He was the skinniest, scrawniest, long-haired motherfucker, and he was beating the fuck out of those drums. You know who that was? That was, and is, the one and only Mr. Tommy fucking Lee. What's up, fuckers? So I sit down with Tommy, we sit on the floor. I'm sure Tommy remembers it just like I do. He had 2 beers, I had a rum and coke. And I was talking to him, and his band was looking at me, and they were looking at his hair, and they were saying, that guy with the weird fucking hair is trying to steal our drummer. And you know what? They were fucking right. And me and Tommy started talking about something that will become very important to this band and probably to your guys' love of this band, and we talked about how much that we love heavy fucking metal. But there was something else that would become a fabric of this band, of our attitude, and that was that we equally loved punk rock, 100%. And then we talked about this, how much we loved the bands that came out of the 70s, like Aerosmith and Black Sabbath and Queen and David Bowie and Elton John, Sweet, Slade, and even Mott the Hoople. And let's not forget the sick motherfucker named Alice Cooper. So Tommy made a decision to quit his band. We set up shop in this girl's house. I was living with this girl, and you know, if you're young and you're out there and you're thinking about dating one of us musicians, don't do it, because we'll use you and then we'll leave you. So me and Tommy were sitting up in this little house and we were playing these songs: Starry Eyes, Too Fast for Love, Public Enemy #1, Take Me to the Top, Live Wire. You get the idea. But it was just bass and drums. We didn't have a guitar player and we didn't have a singer. So me and Tommy decided to go to 7-Eleven to buy a case of beer. And when we did, right on the counter said a magazine called The Recycler Magazine. We opened it up and it said, guitar player available, loud, rude, aggressive motherfucker. And then it said, only call me if you're serious. We called the number, and you know who answered the phone? Mick fucking Mars, right there. Mick Mars showed up that day with a gallon of schnapps. And we got fucking drunk. And we said, fuck, we don't have a lead singer. And Tommy said, I know a guy, but he's in another band. And Nick said, let's go check him out. And if he's good, let's steal him. So on a Tuesday night, we went back to that same exact club and out walked our future lead singer in white leather pants, a white leather jacket, bleached white fucking hair, and he was leaning into his microphone like this, singing some fucking Cheap Trick. And you know who that is? Mr. Vince Neil, right there. So we went back and we talked to Vince, and Vince made a decision to quit his band. So we got together $26. That's all we had. We went to Burbank, California, and we set up, and we had one fucking day. If it didn't work, you guys wouldn't be here, we probably wouldn't be here. None of this would be happening right now. I don't know where you would be. Maybe you'd be at a Mumford & Sons concert. I'm sorry, he has a beard. So this is exactly what we said before what I'm going to tell you happened. We said we don't want to look like anybody else. We don't want to sound like anybody else. We don't want to be like anybody else. We want to be our fucking selves. And this is how it went down. I handed Vince the lyrics to Livewire, and he looked at them and he goes, I've got this. Mick picked up his fucking guitar, turned up the amps, Tommy ran and jumped behind his drums. I picked up this bass, and at that exact moment, January 17th, 1981, Mötley Crüe was born. So, you never thought you would learn a lesson at a Mötley Crüe concert. Here it is. If anybody ever tells you not to trust your decisions, tell them to go fuck themselves and trust your own instincts, alright? Alright, let's do this. And by the way, this is not fucking goodbye. I swear to God, this is not farewell, because our music is gonna haunt you till the day that you fucking die.